what we have seen here from this team. We have seen 5-4 so far. The score is 24 without loss. And so future caps, the youngsters haven't been able to prevent the boundaries. And we've seen some sparkling shots from both Subhas Sankar and this one from Rahul Jariwala. Quality looking shots. Oh, chance of a run out. Oh my goodness. And in the end, Rahul Jariwala has to go. It's 24 for 2. A massive mix-up between Rahul Jariwala and Subhas Sankar. And in the end, we'll take a look. Ball played into the offside. Rahul Jariwala keep running down. No response from Subhas Sankar. And in the end, couldn't get back in time, so Rahul is gone. 24 for 2. So Subhas Sankar is the man run out, sorry. And Rahul Jariwala still out in the middle. Big play and a miss. And the ball goes through to the keeper. So Subhas Sankar is the man who got run out. And new man in. Chaitanya Bishnoi. So 3 of us gone, 24 for 2. Yeah, a bit of mix up there between Rahul Jariwala and Subhas Sankar. And Bishnoi comes to the middle. That Carney will continue. It's 24 for the loss of 2. So Bishnoi will want to get a good score in before the tournament ends. This is their final game. Oh, he's gone. Caught behind. And would you believe it? Chaitanya Bishnoi has been dismissed for 3 ducks in this tournament. And he picks up another one today. It's 24 for 3. Caught behind the very first ball he faces. And 3 golden ducks for Bishnoi. 3 times in this competition he's been dismissed for a duck on the very first ball. Take a look at this one. Into the offside. An expansive drive. Stratton picks up an easy catch. And Nat Carney strikes. It's 24 for 3. So Shashwat Kohli comes to the middle. And And he comes out here. We've seen a couple of quick wickets, one run out, Subhas Sankar. And then we saw Bishnoi, didn't last long. In fact, he was out the very first ball, 3 golden ducks for him. And so the action will continue, 24 for 3. That Carney will continue. Will come into bowl to the new man, Shashwat Kohli. Rocked back by a very young team, and certainly the future star of USA cricket here is Nat Carney. Ball into the offside, easy single, and so Kohli gets off the mark, hands the strike over to Jariwala. We saw Jariwala was involved in a terrible mix-up with Subhas Sankar. Sankar in that instant lost his wicket, so they're batting at 24 for 3. We've seen a wicket from Arya Garg. We've seen one from Nat Carney. We talked about these are not good records that Seattle Thunderbolts would want to claim. Wait until you hear what I'm talking about. Oh, balled him! What a delivery here from Aaron Nat Carney. Rahul Jariwala, no answer. And a superb delivery. 25 for 4. And what a ball from Aaron Nat Carney. A brilliant delivery. And here is Rahul Jariwala. Thinks he had it covered. My goodness, top of off. And that's a lovely delivery. Brilliant bowling here from Aaron Nat Carney. And the fourth wicket goes down. Rahul Jariwala falls. It's 25 for 4. So Aditya Ganesh comes to the middle. They've been rocked back here by a couple of strikes from Aaron Nat Carney, 2 for 9. Arya Garg, 1 for 16. The youngsters are on top of Seattle Thunderbolts. Aided by a run out, and we've seen a couple of wickets in this over. Certainly separated by a single. And future caps doing well so far, having won the toss, electing that they'll bowl. And bowl they have done. So Aditya Ganesh gets off the mark with an easy single. And hands the strike to Shashwat Kohli. Kohli has gotten a big score in the tournament. Couple of ducks for him too. And I was making the point that there's a record that Seattle Thunderbolts may not want to accept, certainly gleefully. Chaitanya Bishnoi has been dismissed 3 times in this tournament for 3 golden ducks. Impressive record, impressive stats. And so that one will be an interesting one. I recall seeing the Seattle Thunderbolts when they played in the Atlanta Open in October last year. They suffered the misfortune of having 3 hat-tricks against them in Atlanta last year, so they're picking up some unwanted trivias, unwanted stats that probably they might find unwanted. Kohli and Aditya Ganesh out in the middle. We've seen a couple of wickets in this over from Nat Carney. They've been rocked back, batting on 26 for 4. So formality game here for this Seattle Thunderbolts and Future Caps. While Future Caps has picked up 1 win with 2 points. Wouldn't be enough for them to go anywhere in the tournament. The first over comes to a close. It's 26 for 4.
There's only one minor league champion.
So bowling change. Arya Garg, 1 for 16 off 2. Whether or not, it looks like Arya Garg again, sorry. So Arya Garg remains on the attack. 2 overs, no main, 1 for 16 so far. Picked up the wicket of Chetnini. Was stretching to play the ball. Could be by here. In fact, wide is the call from the umpire. So 29, in fact 28 for 4. And it brings Shashwat Kohli, the man on strike. 2 new batters out in the middle, Aditya Ganesh and Shashwat Kohli. Told you Shashwat Kohli got a big innings, 67 with a couple of ducks. And Aditya Ganesh, 27 in one game, 7 in the other game. Didn't bat in one of the games. Seen a good start from the Future Caps. They've given a very good account of themselves so far. We've seen quite a few of the teams in this tournament do have footprints in minor league cricket, the U.S. domestic tournament that happens every summer. It's been around for some years now. A very coveted tournament. Teams trying to really get into the task of competing and certainly to win it. The latest winner, of course, being Atlanta Fire. Won it last year in October, but you look at the Atlanta Fire, that's a footprint in minor league. Baltimore Royals, Bay Blazers, Seattle Thunderbolts, St. Louis American. So a lot of them have representation or the brand in minor league cricket. Yeah, ball eased into the offside. Easy single here from Aditya Ganesh. We did see Aditya Ganesh for the Philadelphians last year. Philadelphians, home of Liam Plunkett and the boys. They play in the New York, called the East, the Eastern Division, Eastern Conference, Eastern Division. Teams like the New York team, Manhattan Yorkers, New Jersey Stallions, the Philadelphians, they're up there. Good over so far from Arya Garg. He's bowled well. He's picked up 1 so far. We've seen very good bowling from Aaron, Nat Carney. Nat Carney with 2 for 10. Arya Garg 1 for 20 so far. So seen a good performance from the young men, the future stars of certainly U.S. cricket. Ball cut away into the offside. Lovely shot here from Shashwat Kohli. Fielder does well to keep the ball in play. couple of runs. Good looking shot from Kohli. And the Seattle Thunderbolts might have been kind of disappointed with the results of some of their games. Good bit of fielding. Look at this. Good fielding from the fielder down in the deep. Maybe Aditya Kappa is the fielder. So always next year. That's a lovely drive. Advancing down, now smashes this straight down the ground from Shashwat Kohli. And that's a lovely boundary. Doesn't get better than that. And that will complete over number 5. So 5 gone is 36 for 4. What a shot here from Shashwat Kohli. Look at that. 1, 2. Bang! Straight down the ground. And that's a lovely shot to end the 5th over. 5 gone is 36 for 4. So Nat Carney will get another ball. And we've seen the captain gone and ask his bowlers to really give me a long spell. We've seen Arya Garg 1 for 26 off 3. Nat Carney has been asked to come for his 3rd. And in the last ball, we've seen a lovely shot from Shashwat Kohli. So the action continues and the strike shifts to Aditya Ganesh. The ball turned into the onside. Good running from Kohli and Ganesh. And they scamper through for 1. Every run will count. And so folks, we're talking about Group B. Talked about Group B, and we made the point Clarion Eagles and Space City Cowboys at the top of the table there. And so from all indication, those could be the 2 teams that will go through. Ball into the onside. Fielder comes in, have a throw in the stumps, but the batsman, he's been home a long time, took a shower, had dinner, and probably watched a Netflix movie. Look at that. Home a long time ago. And it's 38 for 4. Yeah, we're on pitch number 6. This pitch has really played excellent. He's given the batters good opportunity to score. We've seen Smith Patel dominated on this pitch for sure. Unmuk Chan got some good runs. Hasnain Bukhari, another player who has feasted on the conditions here at Pv6. And every time I've come to the Prairie View Cricket Complex, I kind of like this ground, Pv6. If you've been here, this is the ground that it's like in the valley. Yeah, it's a little bit of shot here from what you see when you walk into the ground towards the trailers. Lofted into the onside, and it could run away. In fact, it does. In front of the fielder, and that's a good looking shot from Aditya Ganesh up into the onside, and it ran away. Look at this, flicked into the onside. Lovely shot here from Ganesh, and he picks up a boundary. So Ganesh, that's his first boundary. We saw while the fielder came around, wasn't able to get there on time. This over's gone for 6 so far. So things are on the way here. Final game for both of these teams. Ball into the offside. Groups of 5, so which means teams were playing 4 matches in the tournament. And we saw the first day not, and so 43 for 4. We'll take a look at the fall of wickets. First one, Chetnini into the offside. And this one, a terrible run out, a terrible mix up. Subhas Sankar this time, and he perished. And then Chaitanya Bishnoi, 3 ducks in this tournament. It's gonna be something that he would never want to remember. And then this one, the brilliant ball that took out Jariwala. What a delivery from Nat Carney. So 6 gone. It's 43 for 4. So, runs per over so far. We've seen the 5th over, very tall one, but there are more dots on that chart than anything else, and that is because they've lost 4 wickets. Yeah, there we go. Similar, they're going just about 7 runs and over. Those tall poles that you see there, those are the 7 runs and over. And we did see an over that went beyond 7, so that's your chart for you. Adnet Jam replaces Arya Garg. Garg 1 for 26 off 3. And ball steered into the offside. Easy run here for Aditya Ganesh. And the action continues. So we were talking about groups of 5, so you play four games. And thankfully, while we didn't have any play on Monday, the competitions committee made sure that all the games were still put in. Yeah, that's the look at the points table. Group A is playing on the other pitch. So there you have it, Prime PRG. But this is our group. And if you look at Space City Cowboys, top the table with 6, Clarion Eagle on 6, and you look down, and you see Future Caps on 2. Seattle Thunderbolts haven't won a game yet to put points on the table. So there you have it, folks, Group B. And this is a matchup in Group B. Here is Adnet Jam. And Kohli into the onside, looking for 2. Fielder comes in. And not being able to stop a good couple of runs here from Ganesh and Kohli. What we were talking about, the teams, they were allotted 4 games to play, and while there was no play on Monday, the competitions committee made sure that those missing games were still pushed into the schedule to be 12 overs game, and hence you saw Tuesday and Wednesday the 9:30 game. They were 12 over game just to get all the fixtures in. Cut away into the hands of the fielder. He couldn't hold on. And Shashwat Kohli will have to count that as a very difficult chance by the fielder. It was struck firmly, he got both hands to it. That would have been a magnificent catch had he held on. Oh, look at that. Always gonna be tough. You travel fast, travel hard. And in the end, a single here for the Seattle Thunderbolts. They go up to 47 for 4. Adnet Jam. Yeah, into the offside. An easy single in the end. So a good bit of partnership here. Looks like the field. I'm trying to pick up the fielder who number 20 who may have gotten a very tough chance. Take a look at this one into the offside, and wow, it's a no ball, so no ball, free hit will come up. Young legs. And these fielders, these youngsters, you've got to be careful, they'll run you out. So free hit ball. And Shashwat Kohli will be on strike. Here is Adnet Jam. Oh, into the onside. 50 comes up in the 7th over. And they have lost 4 wickets along the way. So 50 on the board for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Yes. So we'll take a look at some of the highlights. Into the onside, lovely shot. I went away for 4, smashed into the offside again. In fact, the first wicket falls. And that is another good looking shot from Rahul Jariwala earlier on. And this is one of the favorite shots of all I saw. Subhash Sankar through the offside. Pulled away here, back live at Prairie View, pulled away from Aditya Ganesh. Gone away for the loss. So 54 for the loss of 4. We're beginning to see a fight back here from Ganesh and Kohli. 29-run partnership so far. A little too short here from Adnet Jam. Jam has gone for 11 in the over. We've seen a no ball also. We've seen a good pickup shot here from Aditya Ganesh. Yeah, ball turned into the onside, looking for a couple of runs. Will not be there, so the 7th over comes to a close. It's 55 for the loss of 4.
Atlanta Fire. Star-studded Atlanta Fire, one of the favorites.
Man, indeed, but that one is smack.
Oh, this one is lobbed into the onside, a slow, short ball. So welcome back. Another bowling change. It looks like Vatsal Vagela comes into the attack, spin for the first time. And he comes in here. We're seeing a prospering partnership between Aditya Ganesh and Shashwat Kohli. And so Aaron Nadkarni, 2 for 17, he gets a relief. And they're going at 7.8 and over, very close to 8. So here's Vagela. Ball cut away into the offside, and there is no run. And I'm trying to think that we saw a very tough chance put down by one of the fielders. I want to think that's Shiv Shani. Oh, the ball kept tad low here from Vatsal Vagela. A couple of good balls to start. It's going to be interesting to see the spinners, how well they do on this surface. We've seen a good batting track over the last 4 days. Ball guided into the offside. He will have to run quickly. The throw comes in. And had he struck the stumps, might have been an interesting call. Very cheeky single. Take a look at that. Throw came in. Ah, he was home. Yeah, good running here. Good grounded here by Shashwat Kohli. Folks, we've got all the technical tools to give you all the angles. And Hassan and Vishal and Babar, all the technical directors here, making sure that you in your living room get all the angles and everything else at the PVCC. So tomorrow, as we been informed, Tomorrow should have been 2 semi-finals and then Sunday the final. Well, there have been some change to the schedule. And so tomorrow will be the final day. 2 semi-finals and the grand finals all happening here tomorrow. And that is because there's rain in the forecast for Saturday night into Sunday. And so the competitions committee making sure that this tournament gets to play out. And so if you were making plans to come to the ground on Sunday, well, you'll have to change that and come and you'll see 3 games tomorrow, a triple header, 2 semifinals and the grand final. So the 8th over comes to a close, 59 for the loss of 4. So the action continues. Adnet Jam will continue. First over went for 12. Pulled into the onside. Easy single here for Shashwat Kohli. And brings the left-hander, the Philadelphians, the man from the Philadelphians last year in minor league cricket, Aditya Ganesh. You know, there's another Ganesh in the tournament, Saideep Ganesh. Not sure if they're related. And so we've seen some really good batting in this tournament. Smith Patel, Unmuk Chan, some of the top of the table batters in the tournament. We'll probably take a look at the chart of the most runs and of course the most wicket. I know Aaron Nadkarni, who's playing in this series, he's up there. I know Ali Sheikh has done well. Mohammad Mohsin has done well from a bowling standpoint. Saw Smith Patel massively, some massive scores from him. Unmuk Chan is up there. Yeah, we're going through just over 7 runs and over. This matchup is from Group B. Future Caps, Seattle Thunderbolts. Other team in this group, St. Louis Americans, the Cowboys, the Space City Cowboys. And then we've got a big team, Clarion Eagles. They're all in this group, folks. The fact is, Clarion Eagles have played all their games. Space City still have a game coming a little bit later on in the afternoon. That will be played on pitch number 5. Big shot from Shashwat Kohli, and that will go all the way, massively strong, gone for a maximum. And that's a lovely strike from Shashwat Kohli. Picked it up well. Yeah, bang, it's into the onside, gone a long way and gone for 6. 67 for 4. Again, similar area and perhaps yards further, and that has gone away for a maximum. Lovely pickup and hit from Shashwat Kohli. We'll take a look. And this one is massively struck into the onside, gone a long way, gone for 6. And so a couple of sixes off the bowling of Adnet Jam. Kohli helping himself with a couple of sixes. 2 sixes for Kohli. And we've seen a fine knock between the pair out in the middle, a 48-run partnership. And so far, the Seattle Thunderbolts, we made the point that they haven't won a game. It might have been disappointment for this group of individuals, the Seattle Thunderbolts. We know they're a better team. Then the points table seem to suggest no points for them so far. We'll take a look at what has happened during the course of this campaign for them, but we'll pick all that up at the end, or maybe into the next over. Adnet Jam. Top edge. Fielder settles on the red. Could be Shani. And Shashwat Kohli falls after a couple of sixes. 73 for 5. Yeah, looking to go big again after a couple of sixes. And fielder number 20, I think he is Shiv. Takes a very good catch. Well judged, 73 for the loss of 5. So Soptai comes to the middle. Aditya Ganesh will be the man on strike as the wicket would have fall in the last ball of the over, the dismissal of Shashwat Kohli. Aditya Ganesh is still out in the middle. We saw a big partnership between the pair. In fact, we saw a 48-run partnership between Aditya Ganesh and Shashwat Kohli, but that is being eliminated for the time being as Vatsal Vagela continues. Yeah, when you look at the Seattle Thunderbolts campaign, they lost to the Cowboys, just scoring 149. Then they lost to Clarion Eagles, scoring 115. And then they lost to St. Louis Americans, scoring just 120. The fact is, they've batted all 3 times first. And here again, they're batting their 4th time in the series. Couple of good deliveries here from Vagela. Leg by gets Soptai to come on strike for the first time. 74 for the loss of 5. Batters out, Chetnani for 4, Jariwala for 9, Sankar for 10, Bishnoi without scoring, and Kohli for 28. Couple of wickets for Nat Carney. We saw Nat Carney, a brilliant ball. What a ball for the top to hit the top of off. So Vatsal Vagela comes into ball to Soptai. Tie into the offside. Easy single. So we talked about the Seattle Thunderbolts not having a good Houston Open. They've lost all their games, batting first, score of 149, 115, 120. Never really get going. Vatsal Vagela swung away by Aditya Ganesh, and he will pick up a boundary. Ball turned and heading down the leg side. The left-hander quickly pounces onto it and hits it away towards the backward square area, gone away for 4. Yeah, ball too short. Takes the score up to 79 for the loss of 4, folks. You're watching the Seattle Thunderbolts and future Caps. A little bit of delay here, but that will complete over number 10. So 10 gone. It's 80 for the loss of 5. So summary so far, 80 for 5. Shashwat Kohli, the top scorer so far, 28 from him. Aditya Ganesh, 23, not out so far. Arya Garg, Aaron Nadkarni with 2, Arya Garg with 1, Adnet Jam with 1. So Aditya Kappa, another left arm spinner, he joins Vatsal Vagela. Comes into the attack here, bowler number 5 to be used. Oh, Ganesh comes down the track, smashes this one over long on, and gone for a massive 6. Lovely batting here from Aditya Ganesh. Just charging the leg spinner. Look at this, high in the air over long on, and he knows once he hits it well in the middle of the bat, that's gonna go a long way with the breeze. It's a good strike from Aditya Ganesh. This time into the offside. Looking for a couple of runs, will only be 1. So Kappa given the ball here. And he has replaced Adnet Jam. Jam 1 for 26 after 2. So we come down to over number 11. Still some ways to go, a lot of batting to come. Very slow loopy ball to good effect. Subtai looking for a big shot, then had to make the adjustment. Ball turning, bouncing very slow. Yeah, stroked into the offside. Couple of good comeback balls here from Aditya Kappa. So the second ball, he was smashed down the ground for a big 6 off the bat of Aditya Ganesh. Yeah, good delivery to end the 11th over. So 11 gone. It's 87 for the loss of 5. So Rahul Basu, looks like, has been given a ball. Rahul Basu picked up 3 for 12 yesterday. They still got Sahir Bhatia to bowl, so good bowling options here. Yeah, ball turned into the area of square leg. And so things are on the way here. They're going at about 7.8 and over. Call it 8. Rahul Basu, 6th bowler to be used. We've seen a very good bowling spell from Rahul yesterday, 3 for 12. Bowled extremely well. He comes in here having been given the opportunity. Very simple action from Rahul. Yeah, just runs in. He looks like a right-arm leggy. Rahul Bhatia, in fact, Bhatia is another bowler that bowls leg spin, who we could see maybe sooner. Good start here from Rahul Basu. Yeah, cut away into the offside. So Tai is faced 7 balls now. He's only produced 1 run. So he's been bogged down by some good bowling in this over from Rahul Basu. Oh, pulled away into the onside. Fielder will come around. Can't get there in time. Not Carney. That has gone away from a ball pulled down from Rahul Basu. Yeah, that seems to be the googly. The ball turning into the right-hander. Not pitched on a good length. So give it a treatment. 92 for the loss of 5. Yeah, better ball. Into the offside. That's the completion of 12. And after 12 is 93 for the loss of 5. Seattle Thunderbolts haven't been sent in. They're 93 for 5. So the action continues. Aditya Kappa continues. Soptai playing a missing. And they go through for extra number 6. Buys the call from umpire Omkar. Driven into the offside, can't score. The fact is, this future caps have held Seattle Thunderbolts to just about around 8 runs, or just under 8 and over. Good over so far from Aditya Kappa. He's not given up any runs. We've only seen 1 bye. Oh, lovely stroke from Aditya Ganesh over the offside, gone for 6. So on the front foot, brings up the 100 with that 6. And Aditya Ganesh is playing a very good hand. Look at that, over the offside, up and over. And it's gone for a maximum, brings up the 100 in the process. And so it's 100 for 5 in the 13th over. Being ball here by Aditya Kappa. 100 for 5, Seattle Thunderbolts. having been sent in by the Future Caps. They've lost 5 wickets along the way. Aditya Ganesh has played a good hand for 37 so far. Cut away into the offside, can't score this time. The score remains at 100 for the loss of 5. We've seen good cricket in this tournament. We've seen good cricket on this pitch, good cricket at Pv6. And final ball. Oh, Ganesh goes into the offside again. Fielder will come around. So that will complete the 13th over. So 13 gone, it's 101 for 5. Hundred and one for 5. Aditya Ganesh still out in the middle. Rahul Basu will continue. And the action shifts from Aditya Ganesh to Soptai. Tai has been there for some time. You look at his score, he's on 6 off 10 balls. So he's taken some time to really get going. Yeah, into the offside, picks up another run. We talked about Seattle Thunderbolts. They've batted first in all their games. Haven't been able to really put good scores. They've lost all their games so far, so probably will want to win a consolation one today. Cut away, lovely shot from Aditya Ganesh. Look at that, picks up another boundary. So Aditya Ganesh continues to bat extremely well. He goes into the 40s. Very delicate cut away using the pace of the ball. That's gone away. 6 off the over so far, and Ganesh is into the 40s. He's up on 43. When we come back in the next over, we'll trace Future Caps. The way the campaign has gone for them. 2 losses, 1 win. Into the offside, could get a couple of runs here. Fielder will come around. In fact, there's 7 for 1 as Nat Carney gets quickly onto the ball and sends a brilliant throw back to the keeper, Swetan. Final ball coming up. This has been a very good over from Basu. Over that has only gone for 7. Final ball coming up and coming to Bolton Sobtai. It's been there for some time. We'll only get a single, so that will complete the 14th over. And after 14, it's 109 for the loss of 5. So the leg spinner, Sahir Bhatia, has been given the ball. And bowler number 7. And he comes in at a time in which they're going a 7.7. Here is Bhatia. Oh, he starts with a good delivery ball. Yeah, tough chance for him. Ball struck firmly back to Sahir Bhatia, who's just come into the attack. A little bit of full ball. Oh shit, had he hold on to it, it would have been the first ball catch, but that's how the game plays. So tie goes up to 9. So 110 for 5. Here is Sahir Bhatia. Ball driven along the ground again. So a couple of balls. It's allowing Sahir Bhatia to feel and catch off his own bowling. It's always tough when you're just 22 yards away, ball played firmly back. It's always difficult. Some bowlers make it look easy. There are times when it will stick. Oh, big shot. Big shot from Soap Tai. We talked about Soap Tai struggling to really get going. Well, will this be a start of something for Soap Tai? Smashes this one into the onside. Gone a long way. And gone for a maximum shot from Soap Tai. We've seen that area in the bushes that has been a popular one for the batters swinging into the onside. We saw the other day Mukhtar Ahmed. We saw yesterday Smith Patel. We saw Unmuk Chan hitting a lot of deliveries in that area. And so that will take some bit of retrieving. 117 for the loss of 5.
There's only one minor league champion.
So ball in the air. Oh. Fielder comes in, can't get to the reach. A ball in the air for some time off the bowling of Sahir Bhatia. And in the end, Subtai escapes. Ball in the air for a very long time. Look at this. Fielder came in, couldn't get to the reach. So a A chance created here from Sahir Bhatia. Silva's gone for 9 so far. New bowler in form of Sahir. Ball work down the ground now, so we come down to the very close of the 15th over. They're going over 8 and over now, so they've made some strides here. We saw a big shot in the off the bowling of Sahir Bhatia, off the bat of Soptai. It goes down the ground, so this will complete over number 15. So 15 gone. It's 120 for 5. So 5 wickets fall so far. This is the run out from Sankar. Terrible mix-up between the two. And then Bishnoi caught behind. Shretan taking an easy catch. Not Carney, wicket number 4. And then, of course, we saw the departure of Shashwat Kohli somewhere along the line. But 120 for the loss of 5. Yeah, wicket falls here. So Rahul Basu has come in. He has picked up the wicket of Soptai. And it's 120 for 6 now. 120 for 6. Rahul Basu has picked up his first wicket. Soptai gone. Yeah, looking to go and play a shot. A lot of bunks and turn. And in the end, very soft dismissal here from Soptai. It's 120 for the loss of 6. So Rohan Pasin Nepali comes to the middle. And he comes in here with 6 wickets down for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Yeah, good delivery here from Basu. We talked about Basu picked up 3 for 12 yesterday. Sahir Bhatia, none for 16, none for 19. So the 2 leg spinners have really come in for some good spell, as in the case of Basu, 1 for 12, 3 for 12. Aditya Ganesh, 46 not out. You can see that on your screen, and seen a lot of half century in this tournament. Some 17 half century in this tournament so far. Still got a full day today, semi-finals and final tomorrow. The curtains come down on this tournament, and tomorrow change in fixture to semi-final and of course the grand final. Driven well. Sahir Bhatia does well. That's very good fielding, good relay of throws. Score is 123 for 6. This over's gone for 3 so far. Couple of balls remaining here. Here is Basu pulled away. Ganesh gets a half century. And he goes up to 54. Aditya Ganesh, half century for him. It's 129 for 6. And it comes off a lovely shot into the onside. Look at this, short and hammered into the onside. Gone square and gone for 6. So 50 for Aditya Ganesh. Well played. 54 to Aditya Ganesh. And it's 129 for 6. Final ball coming up. And Rohan Posanapali is the man at the non-striker's end. It's a final ball in this over, a 50 for Aditya Ganesh. Cut away into the offside, looking for more runs here. They're gone for 1, they look for 2. Not Carney, he has a very strong arm, too strong on this occasion. And they come back for a couple of runs. So that will conclude 16, and after 16, it's 131 for 6. So we've seen a half century from Aditya Ganesh. And these are some lovely shots from Ganesh. Played shots all around the park. Pulling away towards the onside. One of 3 sixes for him. Take a look at that one. Look at that over the offside for another 6. Really batted well into the offside again. 3 sixes for him, Aditya Ganesh, and 4 fours. And look at this one, a delicate dab into the offside that fetches him 4. And that's the one that brought up his half century. 54 for Aditya Ganesh. Well played. 131 for 6. So Arya Garg comes back for another ball. Starts well. Coming in to bowl to fellow fast bowler, Rohan. And he starts pretty well, Arya Garg. We saw him at the top of the order, picked up the wicket of Shreyas Chetnini. Now he has been recalled into the attack as we come down to the last 4 overs in play. Rohan and Aditya Ganesh out in the middle. Ganesh batted extremely well for 54, not out. Oh, big strike. That's a lovely shot from Rohan. Oh, my goodness. Fielder came around, and luckily the ball didn't go away for 4, but may have overrun it slightly. In the end, brings the strike over back to Aditya Ganesh. It's 132 for 6. Arya Garg. Will not bowl, not too happy with something. So wonderful time here in Texas. Beautiful weather. It's been really sunny for the last 3 days or so. Apart from Monday, all the days. Here is Arya Garg. Worked into the onside. I probably don't want to take on the arm of Arinat Carney, but they come back for a couple of runs. Good running from Rohan and Aditya Ganesh. Batting card, certainly highlighted by Ganesh, not out on 84. And we also saw a well played 28 from Shashwat Kohli somewhere along the middle. The bowling, some spirited effort at the top of the order. We saw Arya Garg with 2, Aaron Nadkarni with 2, also Adne Jam with 2, Arya Garg picked up 1, and in the end we saw 1 run out. We saw Rahul Basu, he picked up 1 for 25, having taken 3 for 12 yesterday. 170 is the score here for the Seattle Thunderbolts. We'll take a quick look at the highlights for you folks. Here we go. Into the onside earlier on for the likes of Rahul Jariwala and Chetnini. Then later on we saw a pugnacious knock from Subhas Sankar. Look at that, couple of shots through the offside. And then a little bit of mix-up here, and another wicket falls for the Seattle Thunderbolts. Aaron Nadkarni came and really sent Chaitanya Bishnoi for his ball. Rahul Jariwala received a beauty. And Aaron Nadkarni more than 1 wicket, and this one driven down the ground here from the right-hander batter, but it was the Aditya Ganesh show. And shots all around the park. 8 4s and 3 6s. Soptai played a massive shot into the onside, and look at this. Fielder came in, took a very good catch. And Aditya Ganesh, he was hitting the ball to all parts at one stage of the game. We saw some very good footwork from him. Brought up his 50 in fine style. Soptai also played a couple of blows along the way. And in the end, 171 posted by the team. Rohan came in. A big shot from him somewhere along the line. So folks, we'll take a short break here in about 15 minutes time with the news. 170 posted by Seattle Thunderbolts. So, welcome back to the chase. 171 required by future caps. Two batters walks to the middle. And it looks like Sahil Garg and Ansh Boje. So Boje will be on strike. Ayan Desai has been given the ball to start, and so we're just about a moment or so away from the reply. 171 needed from 120 balls. Yeah, brilliant sunshine here at PVCC. The weather has really been good after Monday. So lovely sunshine, plenty of sun. It's on the hot side, and weather is ideal for cricket. So Ansh Boje will be the man on strike. And Ayan Desai has been given the ball. So we're just about ready here. Ansh Boje so far, 20, 29 and 1. So he's got a couple of starts and one big failure. Here is Ayan Desai. And ball outside the off stump that goes through to the wicketkeeper. So we've seen a good knock from Aditya Ganesh, who got 85 along the way. 28 from Shashwat Kohli. Hence 170 posted by Seattle Thunderbolts. Ball cut away into the offside. Can't score. Good start here from Ayan Desai. We talked about these two teams will fulfill all their fixture today. And not good news for the Seattle Thunderbolts. They've lost all their 3 games so far. And future caps, they were able to win 1 game against the Americans. Turned away into the onside. And still no run on the board. So a very good start here from Ayan Desai, who's been given a new ball and really has started well. 3 dot balls for him. Let's see what Ayan has done so far. 1 for 37, 1 for 27, and 2 for 47. Seems to always be giving away runs that the numbers seem to suggest has to do with 7. And so 1 for 37, 1 for 27, 1 for 47. Every 10 runs he gets a bowling figure. This one pulled into the onside. That's an easy single for Ansh Boje. He gets off the mark, brings Sahil Garg on to strike for the first time. And this future cap team is a very young team. They've give a good account of themselves and really played in a tournament that is a senior tournament, certainly an open tournament. And here they are playing their last game. 1 win for them so far, 2 losses. And their campaign will come to an end after this game, and with 1 win so far, this one hanging in the balance. Ball outside the off stump from Ayan Desai. Ball goes through to the keeper. Looks like the keeper today is Chatnini. We've seen Rahul Jariwala, the wicketkeeper so far, but here is Ayan Desai. Ball pushed into the onside, and so the scamper through for one. So Sahil Garg, he gets off the mark. Quiet start for them. First over completed, 2 for no loss. So Sobtai has been given the ball. And so off spin from one end, we saw Ayan Desai bowled a quality first over. And the ball cut away into the offside, can't score. Sahil Garg remains on one, and so is Ansh Boje. Yeah, ball turned into the onside, can't score. A couple of good balls into this over. And a win here for the Seattle Thunderbolts will really give them some bit of consolation to talk about. Yeah, not good fielding, and so the scamper through for one. So Tai certainly not 100% pleased with the effort from the fielder, but the scamper through for one. And Hans Boje comes back into strike. Seeing a slow start here from the future Caps. Saw their opening game. They Arapali and Ansh Boje put on a big partnership on the opening day of the tournament. It looked a promising side from a batting perspective, but things have really changed during the course of the week. Playing the miss here from Ansh. Ball goes through to the keeper. We talked about the keeper. Today is Chetnini. We've seen quite a few games with Rahul Jariwala, the wicketkeeper. Cut into the offside. That will complete 2. Tidy stuff here from the Thunderbolts. And after 2, it's 3 for no loss. Yeah, maybe one final ball. Final ball to come. Oh, slashed into the offside, so that will now complete the over. And after 2 is 4 for no loss. So the action continues. Iron Desai. Oh, struck on the helmet. Iron Desai looking to as short as one. And Ans Bourget looking to pull through the onside. Some protocols will have to be followed here. Just want to make sure that the player is fine. And of course the helmet will have to be replaced. And so let's see. The umpires are examining the helmet. Make sure that there's no damage. Make sure the batters are all set. There's also a concussion protocol that is usually installed in the proceedings whenever a batsman is struck on the helmet. And it's interesting, some series of questions sometimes you're asked just to make sure that you are in your right mind and your right senses. So Ange Bourget seems good enough to continue. It was a quality delivery from Iron Desai. Struck him on the side of the grill. And so we're all set again, and here is Iron Desai. Oh, smashed into the onside. So finally, Ange Bourget gets the last laugh, and that is gone for a 6. That's gone for the first 6 of the match. Oh, look at that. Good hand speed, good bat speed. That is gone for a maximum. What a comeback from what had happened earlier on. As we saw Ange Bourget taking a hit on the helmet, but he's come back strong. And a powerful shot into the onside, gone for 6. So Iron Desai runs in again to bowl to Ange Bourget. Oh, similar shot into the onside. And a couple of big strike here from Ange Bourget. Gone away for 2 6s in a row. And all of a sudden, it's batting dominance here between the pair. Iron Desai to Ange Bourget, and a couple of big 6s off this young fellow bat. Lovely shot into the onside. Yeah, that was 6 number 1. And that was 6 number 2. So we've seen a couple of good fight back shots from Ange. So Desai continues. Ball chopped into the offside. Can't score. Fielder is there. We've seen a couple of good shots from Ian so far. It's really looked the part. He's the type of player that they've really done well. These young players. Saw a couple of really good shots from Ange Bourget. He settles and waits for Iron Desai. Well, take a while longer. A little bit of gardening done on the pitch as the pugnacious left-hander, he settles and waits. And so Houston Open Cricket here, well in earnest. Final game for some teams. Oh, into the offside. Well, run away for 4. And Bourget very attacking here. And he picks up another boundary. 16 of this over, plundered into the offside. And this young man means business. 3 big shots in this over. 2 of them went for maximums. 1 going away for 4. And the future Caps, they're really off to a good start. We've seen an over from Ian Desai. In fact, the second over from him, we saw one from Soptai, which was pretty good. And so, lovely cricket here at the Houston Open. Again, pulled into the onside. And that will complete a very expensive over here from Ian Desai. Gone for 22. And after 3 is 26 without loss. 26 for no loss. It's over 84, more than 84. Ball cut away by Garg, and he picks up a boundary, so they're all really off to a really good start. If they win this match now, if they win this match later on, that'll be the second win in 4 games. And we talked about the Seattle Tunnel. Gets an inside edge. They're gonna go through for 1 and hands the strike over to Sahil Garg. So folks, you're watching the Houston Open, and tomorrow, just to let the listeners know, everything will be played tomorrow, semi-final and the grand final. Because of expected rain on Saturday night into Sunday, the authorities, so straight down the ground. Ian Desai has some work to do. Does well, recovers well, and single here to Sahil Garg. And so the tournament committee have decided that tomorrow will be the day. Tomorrow will be two semi-finals in the morning at 9, and then the grand final shortly after. So that might be about 1:32. And so if you were planning to come down and see live cricket, well, you've got to make that adjustment, all right? Good delivery here from Soptai. That completes 4:31. 31 without loss at the end of 4. So bowling change. Ian Desai gets a rest. A new bowler comes in to the attack. Looks like a left arm pacer. So he will come in to bowl to Sahil Garg. So Catre is the bowler. And so Krish Catre starts pretty well. Dot ball played into the offside. Oh, cut away. Slashed away and gone away for 4. Off the bat of Sahil Garg. And that has gone away for a well played shot. Lovely shot from Sahil Garg. And I'm wondering, I'm trusting the scorer on this one because Sahil Garg, he's wearing the shirt of number 27, which usually worn by Amog Arapali. And I've seen Arapali in the first game, some slashing shots, so I hope we have the right man in the middle in Sahil Garg. The scorecard says Sahil Garg. But number 27 might have been worn by Amog Arapali at some point, but let's see. And so Catre with a couple of balls, one slashed away for 4. $35 for none. They're chasing 171. And so far we've seen a really good knock from Ansh and Sahil Garg. Oh, driven. Finds the gap. No man move from the right-hander. And that has gone away for 4. Lovely shot from Sahil Garg. Chris Catre, look at this. Full and a little bit whitish. And hammered straight through the cover area, gone for 4. 39 for none. So the action continues. A couple of 4s of the bowling of Catre. And pulled away. That's a lovely shot again from Sahil Garg. And we've seen 3 consecutive 4s now. So the pressure is on Seattle Thunderbolts. And another pull into the onside, and that has gone away for 4. This over's gone for 12 so far, so not a good one here from Catre. Krish Catre. The bowler, bowling short. Very tall man, tall left arm, seamer, fast bowler. And we've seen the pair out in the middle, Sahil Garg and Ansh Bourget gone quickly off the blocks. Still some ways to go, but they've made a very good start. Comes down, makes that adjustment. Not a cheeky run, well run. Gives Ange Bourget the strike. We saw in the previous over from Ian Desai how good this man is. So we'll see how this ends up. Future caps. Chasing 171. So far they're batting a 44 for the loss of none. Here is Chris Catre will come into bowl to Ange Bourget. And we talked about 20, 29 and 1, the score for Ange in the series so far. And while he didn't really push on from the 20s into the offside, fielder is there, and so that will complete over number 5. So 5 gone. It's 44 for no loss. So bowling change. Soap tie, 2 overs in the maiden on for 9. Gets taken off. And Aryan Parvatkar has come into the attack. He comes in here with the future caps. They're going at almost 9 runs and over, 8.8 to be exact. Ball driven into the offside, can't score. That's a good start here from Aryan. Yeah, driven again, straight to Shashwat Kohli. It's a good start from the off spinner, Aryan Parvatkar. Yeah, 2 good balls. 1 called wide from umpire Owen Brown. They need 126 more from 88 balls, asking 8.5 runs and over. They're going at 8.4. Still so much cricket left in this game. Ball driven straight back to Aryan Parvatkar. Seen a good knock so far from Sahil Garg and Ansh Boje. They've really batted well, the 2 young players. Oh, into the offside. Shashwat Kohli does well to prevent the ball from going further in the outfield. Can't save one. Lovely weather here at PVCC. This is in Prairie View in Texas. And some 50 miles away from George Bush International. Ansh come back into strike. We've seen a good over so far. We've seen a wide from Aryan Parvatkar. Ansh Boje, the man on strike. Looking to go into the offside, can't score. And this has been a good one so far from Aryan. The young players have really showed a lot of potential. And this future caps team, if they stick together, they'll be a good bunch. They are already a good bunch. Cutaway straight into the hands of the fielder. And so Ansh Boje falls. 46 for the loss of 1. Aryan Parvatkar picks up his first wicket. And that's the latest score here at the end of over number 6. 46 for the loss of 1. So Adnan Jam comes to the middle. It looks like Bishnoi has been given the ball. And so Bishnoi pulled into the onside. And Sahil Garg picks up a boundary. Powerful struck. And all across the ground into the onside. Gone away for 4. And look at this shot. Powerfully struck here by Sahil Garg. And that ball raced away for another boundary. So the 50 comes up. And the 50 comes up just across the 6th over. First ball into the 7th over. Chaitanya Bishnoi is the bowler. We saw a good start from the pair out in the middle. Well, in fact, Ansh Boj has gone back to the shade, but we saw a good knock from Sahil Garg and Ansh. And what has happened here? It looks like another wicket falls. And it's 50 for 2. So you can't keep your eyes off this game. Bowled him. And so Bishnoi has come in and made it 50 for the loss of 2. Sahil Garg goes completely bowled down by Bishnoi. And the second wicket falls is 50 for the loss of 2. So Shiv Shani comes to the middle. We've seen a good ball here from Bishnoi. Took out Ansh. In fact, took out Sahil Garg. Ball punched into the offside. So straight away, getting off the mark is Shiv Shani. The action continues here. We talked about Seattle Thunderbolts. Not one of the best series for them, but they've got a chance to get a morale win towards the end of the tournament. This is their final game. Both teams will play the final game now. And you look across the other fixture, everybody will complete all their round-robin games today. And thankfully, all the games were played. I talked about that because of Monday that was completely unplayable. The competitions committee got a super plan to play the makeup games, 12 overs early morning. And here we are fulfilling all the fixtures available to the clubs. Tomorrow we'll have the semi-final and the final, and everything will come down. Curtains will come down on the tournament tomorrow. So you don't want to miss. Tomorrow is the big day. Into the onside, that will complete 7, and after 7 is 53 for the loss of 2. So bowling change. Aryan Parvatkar, who picked up a wicket so far, has been getting, he's got a relief. Mayura comes back into strike, ball driven down the ground. Easy single, and Adnet Jam comes back into strike. And so Mayura Lashmi Kant is the bowler. Sixth bowler to be used here by the Seattle Thunderbolts, and you can see there on your card 117 needed from 77. Lots of 7 there. So ball turned into the onside, looking for 2. They're gonna come back. Throw comes in, couple of bounces, and they're asking the umpire run out. So a direct throw, and in the end, run out 1. So direct throw, Adnet Jam, it appears, have been run out. Looking for 1, looking for 2. Look at this fielder came in, couple of bounces, but the ball hits the stumps. And Adnet Jam has been run out. Run out 1, 55 for 3. Yeah, good call from the umpire. Umpire Onkar finds himself short by a couple of inches. And that's the end of Adnet Jam. So new batter come in. Playing a miss. Well, paddle away for 4. Yeah, good shot into the onside, so a 4 towards the batsman. 58 for 3. Looks like Shiv Shani is out in the middle still, but let's see. So the over comes to a close, and after 8 is 60 for the loss of 3. So ball worked into the onside here from Shiv Shani. Trying to sort out Trying to sort out who got out. I want to think it Adnet Jam who got run out, and it was run out for one. So run out one, the adjustment has to be made. They were coming back for the second run, and he got run out on the second one. So we've got to put in that one. But let's see. Harry Babu is the man on strike. Plays into the offside and run. The score is 62 for 3. Harry Babu is on strike. They've got the wrong man on strike. They've got to fix this. So Bishnoi, in the meantime, will come into ball to Harry Babu. And into the onside, looking for a couple of runs. They settle for one, and they'll stay for one. So 63 for the loss of 3. And I know the scorecard is gonna say 62. They'll have the wrong man on strike, which tells you that they haven't made that adjustment for the run when they were trying to run out. When Adnet Jam got run out, they were coming back for 2. So they had completed 1. They'll have to make that change. Big shot here from Shani. And it's gone a long way by the roller. And that has gone away for 6. So lovely shot from Shiv Shani. And the score goes up to 69 for the loss of 3. 69 for the loss of 3. Yeah, look at that. Full flow of the bat from Shiv Shani. And that is gone for a maximum. This over's gone for 8 so far. It's 69 for the loss of 3. Yeah, not 68, fellas. Yeah, played into the onside, and so they're still missing a run from that run out, but yeah, I'll have to call what's on the screen. But folks, still missing a run from that run out, but should be 70 for 3. Here is the final ball, Bishnoi. Yeah, ball into the offside. So that will complete over number 9. 9 gone, 70 for the loss of 3. Make that adjustment. Anyhow, Mayura continues. Ball turned into the onside, and Shiv Shani gets another run. So that brings Darshan Haribabu onto strike. Darshan Haribabu. And that has gone away for 4. So taken on the pad, gone. So that's the end of Darshan Haribabu. Leg before off the bowling of Mayura. And the 4th wicket goes down 74 for 4. Yeah, taken on the pad. Good call here from Owen Brong. And that's the end of Darshan Haribabu. 74 for 4. So the last wicket to fall, leg before. As new man comes to the middle, looks like Rahul Basu. Looks like Rahul Basu. We've seen a good over so far. We've seen a good over so far from Mayura Lakshmikant. Shiv Shani is at the other end. All worked into the offside. This has been a really good over here from Mayura Lakshmikant. 96 to win from 61. 96 to win from 61. Yeah, turn into the on. So it looks like Kohli has been given the ball. And he comes in here. We'll come into both the Rahul Basu. He's just come to the middle after the departure of Darshan Haribabu. The ball played away into the offside, so a quiet period here for the future Caps. Really got off to a good start. 46 for 1, 50 for 2, 55 for 3, and then 75 for 4. So they've lost wicket, but they got off to a good start, and here they are. Still needing 94 to win from 59. That run rate has gone up to 9.5 runs and over. And they're going a 7.5, so a bit of a gap. Lovely day for cricket. Maybe on the hot side. Brilliant sunshine. Not a cloud in the sky. If there's a cloud in the sky, well, the sun is winning that battle. And so, lovely day for cricket here in Texas, in Prairie View. This has been a very good over from Shashwat Kohli so far. We've seen a couple of singles at the top and a couple of dot balls to follow. Yeah, cut away into the offside. Easy single here for Rahul Basu. And brings Shiv Shani back onto strike. So we talked about both teams will fulfill their final fixture. Time for them to relax after a long, grueling tournament. Ball played into the offside. That will complete a very good over here from Shashwat Kohli. 11 gone. It's 80 for the loss of 4. So welcome back. Mayura will continue. Oh, swung away. That's a lovely shot from Shiv Shani. We'll only get one man out in the deep. So we come down to the remaining 53 balls. They need 90 to win, so the pressure on this batting team. Oh, balled him. So Mayura Lakshmikant has picked up his second wicket. Rahul Basu goes, clean ball. And another wicket goes down. It's 80 for 5. Yeah. He may have dragged on, so it's not clean bowl, but still Wicket falls. It's 80 for the loss of 5. So Saharsh Swetan walks to the middle with an asking rate that continues to climb slightly. It's now at 10.3. And so Saharsh Swetan gets ready to face Mayura Lakshmikant. Lakshmikant has picked up 2 for 15 so far. Ball worked into the onside. And straight away Swetan gets off the mark. Still a long way to go here for future caps. They need 89 from 51 balls. And ball defended here. This has been a really good over here from Mayura Lakshmikant. We talked about 2 wickets in the back for him, 2 for 16. Picked up the wicket of Darshan and also picked up the wicket of Rahul Basu. And a chance to come back, a diving effort by the batsman. And so 82 for the loss of 5. So ball turned into the onside. That will complete the 12th over. And after 12, we've seen a very good over here from Mayura. 83 for 5. So Kohli will continue, and will come into bowl to Saharsh Swetan. And you get the feeling that future caps will have to make a move now. The run rate continues to go up slightly, and they're going at 7. The required rate is 11. And so essentially every over that goes by that they don't get 11, it simply means it gets higher. So this is where the game is in a very critical juncture. back to Shashwat Kohli. It's one of those things that you can make a mistake and say back to Virat Kohli. Well, it's Shashwat Kohli here. Yeah, playing a miss here from Swetan. So 3 dot balls to start with at the time in which the future Caps, they're looking to get 11 runs and over. And if this over doesn't go for about 11-12, then it gets higher for the next. And so on and so forth. 4 dot balls. So Saharsh Swetan bogged down here by some very good bowling from Shashwat Kohli. And the action will continue. They need 88 from 44. Yeah, into the offside, and now they're thieving runs. They're stealing runs now, hard to come by as Shivshani comes back into strike. He's a very attacking player. So far 1-4 and 1-6 from him, so he'll have to get going here. Well, he has got going. And so final ball. Oh, he tries to go big. Oh, wow, that's a good catch from Shashwat Kohli. Had to wait a long time, call for it. Although the wicketkeeper was nearby, and a very good over comes to an end. An over in which he only conceded 1. Look at that. Not an easy catch. And in the end, that's the end of Shiv Shani. So another wicket falls, 84 for 6. So Aditya Kappa walks to the middle. And we've seen a very good over from Shashwat Kohli. An over that only conceded 1, picked up the wicket of Shivshani. And all of a sudden, you get the feeling that Seattle Thunderbolts could register the first win of the tournament. And it took them 3 tries. Well, in fact, 4 tries. This is their 4th game, and so let's see if they get it right. So Mayura will continue. Mayura will bowl his final over, 2 for 18, ball driven into the onside. And they'll settle for 1 and brings Aditya Kappa. Yeah, playing a miss, ball goes through to it looks like Chetnini, the keeper today. And so 85, in fact 86 to win. Yeah, ball driven into the offside. Quiet period of play here for the future Caps. And Seattle Thunderbolts just going through what has been a very good bowling performance from them. Mayura has bowled well. Mayura Lakshmi Khan, 2 for 20 so far. We've seen 1 for 5 from Kohli, 1 for 16 from Bishnoi, 1 for 2 from Aryan. So Swetan on strike. Here is Lakshmi Khan. Oh, Cotton Bowl. Cotton Ball looking to play into the onside, a little bit of a leading edge, an easy catch, and that's the end of Saharsh. And so another wicket for Lakshmi Khan. Look at that, very easy dismissal. And that's the end of another wicket here for the future Caps. 86 for 7. So Aaron Nadkarni comes to the middle. And they're struggling here, future Caps, chasing 171. They'll find themselves at 87 for 7. 3 for 20 so far from Mayura. And a little bit of hesitation. Bishnoi comes in, can't prevent a sharply taken single. That brings the equation to 87 on the board. 87 for the loss of 7. Ball driven into the offside. 14th over comes to a close. And after 14, they're chasing 171. They're batting at 87 for 7. So Kohli continues. 1 for 5 so far. Struck and struck well. Fielder does well to keep the ball in play. Looks like Ayan Desai out there in deep. And they come back for a couple of runs. Good shot here from Aaron Nadkarni. Oh, it's high in the air and gone a long way. Powerfully struck straight down the ground from Nadkarni. And that has gone for a mammoth 6. Well struck from Aaron Nadkarni. Yeah, lovely strike. Good pick up, hit it a long way. And it's gone for a maximum. 95 for the loss of 7. Oh, big shot. Another shot off the bat of Nadkarni. So successive 6s here. And while they might be lagging behind the asking rate, this could help. I'll need a few more lusty blows like that. And 2 big strike here from Aaron Nadkarni. He goes quickly up to 15 from just 4 balls. And all of a sudden, Shashwat Kohli back. He's under pressure here. Oh, powerful shot. Ayan Desai has a little bit of play on that. And that has gone for 3 6s in a row. Off the bat of Nadkarni. He hits the ball very hard. A very strong lad. Nadkarni has a very strong shoulder. And now 3 6s off his bat. Good hitting here from Aaron Nadkarni. Into the offside. Shouts of 2. No, they'll settle for 1. Aditya Kappa comes into strike now. So Shashwat Kohli We saw the previous over, only giving up 1 run, but this one has gone for 21 so far. 21 runs in this over, 3 sixes off the bat of Nat Carney. And now Sid Kappa gets into the act, takes this one out of the playing area. And so 4 sixes in that over. And after 15, it's 114 for the loss of 7. Bang into the onside. And it's 114 for 7. So there we have it, folks. The red warm chart, that's the Seattle team, but the future Caps were on the verge of going down, but they're picked up here. And we've seen a tall red tower there. That's the over just finished. And that over went for 27 runs, folks. 27 runs. Bowling change, number 4. Has been given the ball. Let's see, looks like Rohan has been given the ball first time for today. I'm kind of surprised that Posanapali has been given the 16th over. Quality fast bowler. And he will come in here, 56 to win from 30 balls. Nat Carney. We saw in the previous over 3 massive sixes, and let's see how this goes. So they need 56. 57 actually. Oh, it's in the air, slice towards the backward point area. And a single here for Nat Carney. So 56 needed from 20 balls, in fact 29 balls. Aditya Kappa comes on to strike. Nat Carney has gone quickly up to 23 from just 7 balls. 3 sixes for him so far, so he's really batted well. Here is Rohan to Aditya Kappa. Kappa gets a good delivery, can't do much with a ball like that. Good bowling here from Rohan. Seattle Thunderbolts takes on future Caps in the last round of all their fixture. They will end their tournament here. Future Caps with 1 win. Seattle Thunderbolts yet to win a game. Rohan going down having a word or two with Aditya Kappa. Bosanapali and others. We've seen a good bowling performance from Mayura, 3 for 21. Shashwat Kohli 1 for 32. Shashwat Kohli bowled an over in which he only gave up 7, but then the other over went for 27. Playing a miss. So this has been a really good over here from Rohan. At a time in which future Caps, they're looking to get almost 13 runs and over. We've seen 3 dot balls to Aditya Kappa. Nat Carney is watching the action. Nat Carney has struck 3 sixes in the last. Here is Rohan to Aditya Kappa. Oh, it's in the air, not timed well. Easy catch for the keeper. And so his misery comes to an end. Aditya Kappa gone for 7. It's 115 for the loss of 8. So Vatsal Vagela will come to the middle. And it looks like the Seattle Thunderbolts will win their first game of the competition, but perhaps Nat Carney could make an impression here. Not sure if he can win it, but he'll have to get to strike. And so we've got Rohan with one more ball. Will come into bowl to the new man, Vatsal Vagela. Aaron Nat Carney has watched most of the over so far. Yep. And so ball driven into the offside. And so that will complete the over. And so 16 gone, it's 116 for the loss of 8. So here's a look at this at the Group B table. This is a fixture in Group B. Space City Cowboys. They've got 6 points. Clarion Eagles have got 6. And notice how many matches they've played. So Space City still have one more game. And St. Louis Americans with 2. Future Caps with 2. And Seattle Thunderbolts, I get the feeling that they could win this game. So they will get up to 2 points at the end of this game. So Ian Desai comes back into the attack. Let's see what he's done. 2 overs, no made, none for 22. So they're going in for the kill. But the fact is, we haven't seen Aaron Nat Carney on strike for some time. In the previous over, everything went on the other end. He was just watching the action. We saw a series of dot ball to Aditya Kappa. And now Ian Desai comes into bowl to Vatsal Vagela. They need a single to get Aaron Nat Carney down. And you can see Aaron Nat Carney is coming down to let Vatsal Vagela know, you've got to get me somehow on strike. You gotta get Nat Carney down to give him a chance. Game slipping away from the Future Caps. They need 55 to win. In the air to long on. Well, look at that, easy catch. Nat Carney will not be on strike. And the 9th wicket goes down. Look how this game is playing. Nat Carney can't cross yet. Another dismissal here. Vatsal Vagela knocking it up straight to the man at long on. And so it's 116 for 9. So Arya Garg comes to the middle. They're on the verge of getting their first win of the tournament, Seattle Thunderbolts. They're only 1 wicket away. And now into the offside. Nat Carney can't wait to get down, and he finally does so off a cheeky single. And so can Nat Carney make an impression here? It's going to be tough. But after so long, he finally gets on to strike, and he's seen 3 wickets fall in the process. Here is Ian Desai to Aaron Nat Carney. Oh, big shot. This is a superb hit, lengthy ball. And we'll wait and see. May have gone for 6. It has gone for 6. Player down. So massive shot again from Aaron Nat Carney. And one of the fielder has trying to catch the ball. Sun in his eyes, but in the end, gone for a maximum. Look at that, a very good effort from the fielder to just try to rope it in. But couldn't pull it in, and so that fielder is down. So it's 123 for 9, 123 for 9. Yeah, Nat Carney into the onside. Fielder did well, didn't have any inch to play with. It looks like Bishnoi. Wondering, might have been Bishnoi, but we're ready for play again, and here is Ian Desai. Down the ground, can't run there. Final ball, so he will have the strike in the final ball, and so Nat Carney is trying to farm the strike. He needs to keep the strike, actually. He's been out of strike for some time and seen so much happen in terms of wickets falling, and so he'll probably have to take matters into his own hands. But 1 ball remaining, what do you do? Should have gone for 1, but that's it. The end of the over. And so 17 gone, 123 for 9. So Rohan will continue. Seattle Thunderbolts, they're just 1 wicket away from the first win of the tournament. Future Caps, they're 48 runs away from their second win of the tournament. And so Arya Garg, the man on strike. Here we go, Rohan. And into the offside. Good play. And he allows Nat Carney, who's really batted well. 4 sixes so far, and we know he can hit the ball. Very strong lad. He comes in here with the asking rate, 16.5 runs and over. They need 47 from just 17 balls remaining. The future Caps, they've a young team and only 1 win so far, but they have shown a lot of promise, a lot of potential, and already quite a few of these players have already played at the junior level for the United States. Oh, cut away. That's gone away for 4. Aaron Nat Carney, he's playing a blinder here this afternoon. And this one outside off. Cut away. That's a lovely shot from him. And if there's one man who can perhaps make an impression here, as 43 needed from 16 ball, it will have to be Aaron Nat Carney. And you get the feeling that this score would have been a little bit more better had Aditya Kappa not struggling that over. And then we saw another over from Shashwat Kohli, only conceded 1. Saharsh Swetan was another player who used up quite a few balls. Into the offside, could go all the way. In fact, a couple of bounces, and they come back for a couple of runs. Yeah, there were two particular over that really pushed them back immensely. One, we saw an over from Shashwat Kohli to Swetan that literally only went for 1 or 2, and then we saw one from was it Rohan, that didn't go too well for the future Caps. It has to be called a wide. Hitting the pitch way over the batsman's head. And those 2 overs came at a time in which Nat Carney was simply denied strike for about 2 overs. And you look at the equation here, is 40 to win for 15 balls. You get a feeling that had Nat Carney been on strike for a few more deliveries, you never know the impression that Nat Carney could have made in this game. He takes a single, and so he gives Arya Garg chance to, with 2 balls remaining. So Rohan has gone for 9 in this over. By the way, the asking rate is 16.7, so this is a tall one. And here is Rohan. Yeah, defended here nicely by Arya Garg. I wonder if they've given up here, because no intent at all to run for a single as final ball coming up. So if we're playing it correctly, maybe you want to keep this one to a dot, or maybe a 4 or 6, and allow Nat Carney in the other over. But here is Rohan running into ball to Arya Garg. Garg into the offside. They're not gonna run, so that will complete 18 over. And after 18, it's 132 for 9. So Ayan Desai will continue. 1 for 28 will finish up here. into the offside, and so that's it. That's the end of the game. Seattle Thunderbolts win their first game of the competition. Aaron Natkarni goes for 36. And Future Caps, they're all out for 132. So they lose by 38. And it's the Seattle Thunderbolts who win by 38 runs. 2 overs to spare. Yeah, look at the batting card. We saw a good knock at the top of the order from the 2 batters, 26 and 23 from Sahil and Ansh. And then towards the bottom, look at the bottom here, Aaron Natkarni, 38. Certainly no support from the those in the middle. And in the end, they were all out for 132. Bowling, we saw some very good bowling from Mayura Lakshmikant, 3 for 19. And 2 wickets from Ayan Desai towards the end, 2 for 29 from him. And a wicket apiece from Bishnoi and certainly Aryan Parvatkar. So a quick look at what has happened with the news. Seattle Thunderbolts have won their first game of the competition. A look at the highlight. Some sparkling shots from Ansh at the top of the order. And then he gave away, in fact, outside the offside. And he continued to bat well. Ansh looked the part. And also along with Sahil Garg, put up a good opening stand of 40 plus. But once wicket starts to fall, it's a different story. Chris Catray ball cut away straight into the hands when Sotai came into the attack. We saw a good fight back from Shiv Shani at one point, and Darshan Habib, Harry Babu and the others just couldn't get going. Yeah, some lovely shots we've seen from the batters from time to time, but wickets keep falling. And that is one of the other left-hander. The fielding was really good. Harry Babu got like before. And then out came Natkarni when he looked quite threatening at times. But we saw some very good bowling from Mayura Lakshmikant. This was a very good catch from Shashwat Kohli. Bowled well, Kohli. Mayura 1 of 3 wickets for him. He bowled well. Aryan Natkarni took the fight to the bowler. 3 consecutive sixes at one time. But in the end, time ran out, balls ran out. And it came down to a situation in which you really have to get 16 runs and over at time. So folks, there you have it. A big win here for the Seattle Thunderbolts. So the competition will continue. Final game for all the teams. And pitch number 6. We'll see the Columbus Falcons. They will take on Prime Gladiators. So folks, there you have it. On behalf of the entire production team, see you soon for this next game here on pitch number 6. See you soon.